Are you trying to snatch that out? Okay.
I don't think it'll hold me.
Oh my God. This is why men die sooner than women. I don't think. Ah! Rodney! Are you okay?
Yeah. Woo!
It didn't hold you.
It did not.
Adjust it more, but let's just make sure it's gonna hold my. Oh! All right. Okay. Now I gotta figure out the bug net so I don't get bit up all night. Well, it's as hot as 9 hells here in Alabama, and I'm gonna camp tonight. I'm gonna test out my new hammock setup. Oh, I don't know what in the world that was. All right. Not scared of much, but wasps and grizzly bears make that list. So don't know that that's what that was, but you know, anything that's unidentified and flying insect is automatically, ow, a wasp. Now that was a fly biting me. Operation Setup Bug Net. So from the tutorial, I run my arm through it. Except I don't think I'm putting the top where the top goes. I untie this, slide this bad boy down here like so. And then I secure this. I love having no idea what the heck I'm doing. And then trying to figure it out. I don't know why. So it bunches up at the end here. And bunches up at the end over there. And then this line goes through the loops at the top. Boop-a-doop-a-doo, boop-a-doop-boo. All the way to the end. Oh, right. Boop-a-doop-boo. Now, I think I tied this. Oh, somewhere above it. And this one. Oh man. Well, I'm just gonna hang it to this line. That needs tightened though. Yay! I don't know if that's just how it's supposed to be, but yay! The perks of camping instead of backpacking. Oh. Thankfully tonight, I don't have to camp alone. My husband Rodney and my dog daughter Fancy May are gonna be joining me. I'm kinda sorta testing out some other stuff while I'm out here. I've got a new pair of trail runners that I'm gonna be taking to Scotland with me for the West Highland Way. Not doing a ton of walking or anything, but at least seeing how they feel on my feet, and so far so good. And I'm also testing out some natural bug spray that I got at a local farmer's market. And unfortunately, I think it's gonna be a bunch of crap. I just sprayed down my arms really well, but to be fair, I didn't get my forehead. Good girl. Good girl. What's your bed? So hot that I'm not sleeping with a sleeping bag. Like, I don't even have it in here, or my quilt. I do have just a closed cell phone pad up under me. I was hoping that that would help keep the hammock kind of spread out a little bit, but honestly, I think it makes it a little bit more uncomfortable. So I may end up ditching that, but we'll see. Stay tuned. All right, so first night of sleeping in the new hammock setup, I think, was a success. I know a lot of folks like having their legs elevated a little bit over their head. I felt like my legs were kind of falling asleep, so I will probably just have to play around with that and find out what's most comfortable for me. But I love about the bug net that it hangs down so low, because I was able to put my shoes down in there and it kept any critters from running off with or chewing on my shoes. Another thing that I would change is not setting the hammock up so high. It's just harder to get in and out of. Good morning. Hello. There's a screen there. She's like, I can make it be gone. Yeah. Come on, sweetie. Nosy. I did not recall that my tarp did not come with any cordage, so did not set that up. It didn't rain anyway, so it's all good, but I will have to actually practice putting that one up because it is not a symmetrical tarp. It's asymmetrical, and so I don't want to be out on the trail in a situation of rain before I ever practice setting that up, so I will still have to do that. Are you hungry? Are you hungry? You want to eat? You want to eat? Okay. I'll wait for your...
Can I have the water, madam?
The child is kung fu fighting. Okay. So, that's the trickiest part right there is, yeah. But, so, with backpacking meals, it's not so bad because all you have to do is heat your water and then pour it into backpacking meals. But if you end up with a meal that you're like stirring on the pot, I've knocked several over and been upset. So I just, like, you can put it down on there like that, but then it's harder to get off, so I just put it upside down. And now we wait. So now you're ready to backpack. This is my janky spoon. That's your nice spoon. Somebody asked to borrow my spoon, and it was not my last night on trail, but he was having like a serious series of unfortunate events occurring and then didn't have a spoon. And I was like, sure, you can use it. And so he used it, and I like rinsed it, put hand sanitizer on it, and I just still couldn't bring myself to use it. So I had a fire and I stuck it in the fire, and I was like, okay, now everything's dead, but it discolored it and it's never been the same. So that's why mine's that color. Now this is the smallest hammock that I have ever used. Flipping around like side to side and stuff in the hammock didn't feel as secure. I kind of felt like I could just flip out or something. I think that's more of a mental thing than anything. I'll get used to it. But I mean, the hammock is smaller than the other ones I've had, but it's not an issue for me. It's worth it for me for the weight savings. I like being a ground dweller, so if I am gonna hammock, then it has to be comparable and make sense in that regard. Oh, spider. You don't want to be on there, friend. And thankfully, the bug net is super easy to attach and put on because I did that in the dark last night in true Dixie fashion. I am feeling comfortable enough now with the hammock and the bug net that I could go out and backpack and know that, you know, I'm gonna be okay. And with the closed cell phone pad and the tarp, worst case scenario, if you got a cowboy camp, you can always figure something out.
You ready to go? You can want to do. You can listen.
I don't think it'll hold me.
Oh my God.
Ah! Rodney!
I wish I had that fall on camera. Oh my God.
I was trying to dodge in the jungle.
I know what you were doing. God. You put all the eggs in the basket when you did that.
I checked it a bunch.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
I don't think that thing would have held you.